Alright guys, in today's video, I've got an update for you from something we covered here on the channel about 5 months ago, and it actually revolves up around the Rockstar lawsuit with Lindsay Lohan and Take-Two Interactive. So to give you guys the too long didn't read summary, if you want like a full description of what has happened, I'll leave a link to a video I did about 5 months ago here on my channel. But basically, in 2014, actress Lindsay Lohan filed suit against Rockstar Games and GTA publisher Take-Two Interactive for what she believed was an unauthorized depiction of her image in Grand Theft Auto 5. And she even claims that she was used in the game's promotional materials for selling and advertising Grand Theft Auto. However, there is good news to this, and now we can finally put it all to rest, because today, the United States court system has actually tossed out the case. They're not going to be seeing it, and there's not going to be a lawsuit regarding these two sides, which is actually pretty funny because both Lindsay Lohan's and another celebrity, Mob Wives star Karen Gravano, ended up filing a suit against Rockstar. They alleged that the game used their likeness and violated their rights to privacy. And at first, Lindsay Lohan took aim at a character in-game called Lacey Jonas. Now, in-game, Lacey Jonas is an anorexic actress who asked your character to help her avoid the paparazzi. After it ended up that she wasn't really going to win that argument, she later claimed that the bikini girl who's standing on the beach doing the peace sign was a representation of her and her likeness. So here's a photo of them side to side. I think this is the photo that she was referencing right here. They're both like doing a peace sign, holding a phone or a camera. They both have the red bathing suit on. And while they look similar, obviously I don't think that that is an accurate, real depiction of her. I mean, literally, it's just a blonde woman in a red bathing suit holding a phone. I mean, that could honestly be anyone. In fact, it more looks like a hybrid of like Justine and Kate Upton. So I'm really not too sure, again, where they got the similarities there, but that's kind of the, I guess, reference she used to try and take aim at Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive. So by far, one of the stupidest things that came out of this argument is one of Lindsay Lohan's reasons for why Rockstar was infringing on her likeness. So the peace sign that the beach girl is actually doing, for some reason, was a real sticking point. So this is a quote from the lawsuit. It is, "The plaintiff has been using the peace sign hand gesture for years before and after its use in the video game." And that was one of Lindsay Lohan's complaints at the time. So how ridiculous is that? She's basically saying that she's the only one that can use a peace sign and that no one else in the world has ever used a peace sign. That is like one of the most ridiculous things ever. The other person we talked about, that Mob Wives star, Karen Gravano, whose father is an actual mob boss and who cooperated with police on this, says that Rockstar used their character's story to create one of the characters that you run into in game. I can't remember exactly what mission it was. I think it was one of those random ones where you run into someone and they need your help. I don't think it was a stranger and freak or anything like that. But basically, the character's story was about moving out west to safe houses, and that was kind of the story of Gravano's life as well. However, as I mentioned in the beginning, a 5-judge panel ruled that the suits were without merit because Lohan and Gravano's actual names and images are not used in the game. The court also added that even if they did accept Lohan and Gravano's argument that the GTA characters were close enough to the court as representation, this is a quote saying, "The video game's unique story, characters, dialogue, and environment, combined with the player's ability to choose how to proceed in the game, render it as a work of fiction and satire," which is what I've been stating all along. Video games are granted First Amendment protection and are allowed to parody and satire real-life people for comedic purposes or the work of fiction in a video game. And we obviously know that Grand Theft Auto 5 is just a huge parody of America and Los Angeles. That's why you see all the funny brands in-game and why they don't use real cars or real people for that matter. So I think that this whole thing was a very, very interesting argument. Once again, I don't really understand why they tried to go after Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar here. They make video games for a living. You'd think they'd know what boundaries they can go behind and go past when trying to create fictional characters. So I think this is good for Rockstar. Do I think it was distracting to them as a whole? Probably no, not absolutely. But are they probably glad to have this whole matter behind them? I would 100% say yes, because that was probably hanging over their head, just something new they had to deal with. But of course, we now know that that has been completely dropped. And in my video 5 months ago, I said that that if anything changed, I would bring you guys an update. So I'm finally going to be doing that right now. Most of you probably forgot about it, had no clue that this thing was still going on. And honestly, I had probably completely forgotten too until I saw this article on Kotaku that basically stated what I told you in this video. So I'll leave a link to that in the description. I think that it's pretty interesting. Now Rockstar really only has one lawsuit to deal with on their hands, and that is the one with Leslie Benzies, and that's the one that, you know, is valued over $150 million. So I think that's the one that Rockstar would have wanted to have end, not with actress and guest celebrity Lindsay Lohan. But, you know, I guess they're going to scratch this one off their list and they can move on. Once again, I just wanted to provide you guys with this quick update as I thought the story was pretty funny and certainly pretty interesting as well. And another thing that's absolutely hilarious here is Ned Luke, the voice actor and likeness for Michael DeSanta in game, put out a pretty awesome tweet. All he said was, "She gone, .. And then he used the hashtag Lindsay is nuts. So that is the most savage tweet ever. Ned Luke is awesome. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. And the fact that he put that out is pretty spot on. I definitely could say that Lindsay Lohan is nuts and that she definitely, like I said, has failed at suing Rockstar Games. So let me know what you think about this whole saga in the comment section down below. I think it's pretty ridiculous, but I'd love to hear from you guys there. If you did go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With out of the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.